Good morning, everyone. First, I would like to welcome Ron and Janvi to start with a prayer song.
Oh, thank you. Thank you to
Welcome to the graduation ceremony of the Catechism class of 2025. So, for the past 12 years, CCD has helped shape and strengthen our faith. Today, we come together to celebrate the dedication and accomplishments of our graduates as they complete this important chapter of their faith journey. May God continue to guide them with His light as they walk forward in their faith. words about the graduates.
Good morning. First and foremost, happy congratulations, my dear friends, as you are completing the graduation year. This is a moment of joy, gratitude, and also a new beginning. Your journey through these classes has been a journey with Christ, learning about Him, growing in His love, and preparing to live as active members of the church in the future. As I had mentioned you from the Gospel of John today, the beautiful reminder that even after His resurrection, Jesus continued to seek out His disciples. He meets them at the Sea of Tiberias, calls out them with care and provides them with love. Just as Jesus called out to the apostles from the shore, now He calls us, each of you, by name, saying, "Come follow me, do not be afraid. Cast your net again, and because I am with you." As you move forward from CCD, you are also being invited to cast your net into the deep waters, to live out your faith, to serve others, and remain close to Jesus, maybe through prayer, through sacraments, especially participating in the Eucharist and also in the activities of the community. Let us not drift away from the church. Stay always connected wherever you are, because your participation matters, because you are the future of the church, and that we are glad that you are completing these 12 years of faith formation. And this is your home. Always remember, even if you go for holidays, for studies, when you come back, this is always your spiritual home, and we will be always welcoming you to our community. We need your youthful faith, your energy, and your witness all through your life. St. Paul, John Paul II once said, "Dear young people, the church needs your faith, your idealism, and your generosity." The famous Thomas Aquinas once just said, "To one who has faith, no explanation is necessary. To one without faith, no explanation is possible." Hold on to the gift of faith and never let it fade. That's very important in our life, because there may be questions that comes in our mind as we grow in faith. That is normal, but always hold on to the faith. I also want to extend my heartfelt thanks to those who made this milestone possible in their life, especially to our catechism teachers. Thank you for your tireless dedication, your loving guidance, and the joyful witness of your own faith. Let's give them a big clap. And also to your parents and family, loved ones, thank you for walking with them, with your children, for nurturing their faith at home, because we are only here for a few hours. It is your home that is the base of your faith development, faith journey. So for being their first teachers of God's love, and thank you, dear parents. So dear graduates, thank you for the joy and the vitality you bring to our community, especially whatever you have conveyed to the junior, our own young guys. We pray that you will remain active members of this family, participating in your ministry, maybe volunteering, maybe attending more regularly, and becoming the witnesses of Christ's love in our community. May the Holy Spirit continue to guide you. May Our Lady, our Mother, intercede for you. And may Jesus the Good Shepherd walk beside you always. Wish you all the best, and once again, congratulations.
Thank you, Achin, for the amazing keynote message. Next, I would like to formally invite all of the CCD graduates to the stage for the lighting of the lamp. So please stand up and enter through the right side. Thank you. That was a beautiful ceremony. Next, I would like to invite all CCD grads to come up, and when their name is called, receive their diplomas and their college survival kits, including multiple Bible verses and a grab bear for you to all remember this glorious event. So, for our first student, I would like to welcome the Queen of Quirk, the Dynamo of Dazzle, the Sorceress of Sparkle. Please give a big round of applause for Angelina Joby. Daughter of Joby and Saji Chayekande. Now, this next grad doesn't need the fancy description. Sorry, give me a second.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for being here today, and as I stand before you on this very special day, I feel deeply grateful and a little emotional. This moment marks the end of a long and meaningful chapter. Back then, when I first started CCD, I didn't fully realize what an important role this place would come to play in my life. But now, looking back, I see how much I've learned, how many memories I've made, and how deeply my faith has grown. First and foremost, I want to thank our teachers who, and I think this is important to emphasize, are all volunteers. They willingly sacrifice their time and energy, not for recognition or reward, but out of love for our faith and us. They put so much effort into guiding, encouraging, and inspiring us to grow, not just in knowledge, but in character, to become more emotionally mature, thoughtful, and transcendent young men and women. They brought on topics and ideas that challenged our views on the world and allowed us to see the nuance in our values. Their examples has taught us that faith is something we live through, service, compassion, and a deep sense of purpose. To our dear Ajahn, who is sadly leaving us this year, thank you for guiding us with wisdom and for being a steady presence throughout our journey. Your words during Mass, your encouragement during confession, and your own example have truly left a lasting mark on all of us. The Sunday school wasn't just a place where we come once a week, it was a second home. It's where we made friendships, where we asked questions, where we started building our own personal relationships with God. As we graduate and move forward to the new stages of our lives, I know we'll carry these experiences and values with us. To my classmates, I'm proud of us. Let us not forget that what we've learned here today. Let's continue to live our faith in the real world by being altruistic human beings in a highly transactional society, and by remembering that God walks with us wherever we go. Once again, thank you everyone, our teachers, our priests, our families, and this wonderful church community for helping us grow into who we are today. Thank you.
That was a beautiful speech. Anyways, now I want to introduce. This next grad doesn't need just all this fancy descriptions, as her journey in her faith has left many speechless. Introducing John V. Maria Saji.
CCD teachers and parents, and my esteemed members of the church. It's a great honor to stand before you today and show my gratitude to everyone who has developed my Catholic faith in individual and unique ways. Of course, I would like to give thanks to our Ajahn and all the other Ajahns that have come before him during my time in his parish. Your leadership, dedication, and words have affected my faith in a bright and positive way. Next, I would like to thank my parents for instilling this very faith upon me since I was born, for putting me in a lovely Malayali Catholic community that has helped me and this generation to have a steady support base to develop our faith. If it wasn't for my appa forcing me to get up early in the morning and cooking me some wonderful chapati and gabi every single Sunday, I would be sleeping through my alarm and going to church hungry. And if it wasn't for my amma scolding me to get dressed properly and doing my hair nicely, I would not look this beautiful in front of you today. In all seriousness, I wouldn't have found such a loving community, all thanks to my parents. I would also like to thank my CCD teachers that have taught me about our loving God, about our customs and culture, and about how we can discover a part of ourselves through our loving God. I may have been very annoying and talkative through our classes, like asking questions like, why do we need to learn this? And when will we use this? But do know that I still take your lessons to heart and will use them through faith-related troubles in our life. Lastly, I would like to thank this church as a whole. You have all, in some way, have taught me to integrate my faith into my life and to help me become a better person overall. Honestly, if it wasn't for this wonderful community, I would not have become the person I am standing here today. I wouldn't properly be able to answer the question, who is Janvi, or to some of you, who is Nunu, without this church and community. So thank you for being a part of my life. I will forever cherish and be grateful to you all.
Thank you, Janvi, for your amazing speech. I would now like to invite the son of Babu and Sindhu Panamin, Jaden and Raphael Panamin, to the stage.
Hello everyone, and thank you for being here today. So finishing Sunday school is a big moment for me. Over the years, I've learned more than just Bible stories. I've learned what it means to live with a purpose, to treat people with love and respect, and to trust God even when things don't make sense. I also want to give a special shout out to my teachers and my parents for pushing me to go to Sunday school every Sunday. And they have been so patient with me. I like our teachers because they answer our questions and help us grow. I like how Achin always gave us a good bath. As I move on from this part of my faith journey, I know there's still a lot to learn. But Sunday school gave me a faithful foundation. And I hope to build on that as I grow. I want to keep showing up, keep learning, and keep living in a way that reflects what I've been taught here. Thank you to everyone who supported me.
Thank you to Jaden for that amazing speech. Now I'd like to welcome the man himself, the son of Joseph and Nina Chundagaran, Joshua Joseph Chundagaran.
Hello everybody. Hello Watcher, parents, friends, and classmates. Everyone here. Thank you for all being here. It wouldn't be an understatement to say that I feel blessed. Standing up here today, I'm reliving my life. I can see myself playing in the parking lot of the old church, and I can see my first Holy Communion in that very stage. I can see the weddings and the baptisms and all the love the church has poured into me. And in all those memories, I don't just see myself. I see all of you. All of you have been with me my entire life. I see Achin, and I see my teachers guiding me along this path, and I want to express my deepest gratitudes. And it's not just them. I need to thank my mom, my dad, Amama and Apapa too. They've been by my side through everything. I know Amama was my first guide into God's love. I remember hearing stories about my parents frantically searching around the house, only to find me sitting with Amama's lap praying to God. And pray to God I did, because that's when God's first miracle in my life came, my brother. I can't forget my brother. I can't forget my brother, no matter how hard I try. He was always the first person I prayed for in my life, and he'll always be the last person I can thank. I'm glad God listened, and He has listened. God has always been by my side. So my thanks doesn't just go out to all of you here today, it goes out to God. God gave me all I am, and I'm ready to give all I am to God. But that's just me. So even if I haven't learned anything in CCD for the past 12 years, I do want to impart on you my favorite line from the Bible. It's from Ephesians 6:10. Finally, be strong in the Lord and in His mighty power, because He'll always be with you. Amen. It is going to be hard to top that moving and beautiful speech from JC. But next up, we have the parent or the daughter of Jinjo and Jasmine Batalo, the generous, joyful, jubilant, and gentle Julia Jinjo.
Respected Achin, parents, teachers, and parish members. It is a joy and blessing to stand before you today as we celebrate our CCD graduation. First and foremost, we thank God for bringing us to this moment, for His constant love, His grace, and His guidance throughout our journey. Over the past months and years, Sunday school has been more than just a class. It has been a place where we grow in faith, learned about the Bible, deepened our relationship with Jesus, and discovered what it means to live as children of God. We shared stories, prayers, and laughter, and built a foundation of faith that we will carry with us wherever we go. To Paulachin, Vadanachin, Kumbikilachin, and Sebastianachin, thank you so much for your spiritual guidance and encouragement and support throughout our time in Sunday school. To our CCD teachers from all the way from kindergarten to 12th grade, thank you for your unwavering dedication to teach us as you have planted the seeds in our hearts that will continue to grow with God's help. To my classmates, thank you all for being so kind and supportive. I will never forget the memories made throughout the years of our class. I also want to thank you all for being supported throughout the years I attended CCD, as I truly could not have done it without each and every one of you. Lastly, I want to thank my family. To my dad, who has always brought me to CCD and always picked me up, even though he didn't have to. Thank you, as you have supported me through the CCD journey with endless love and dedication. To my mom, for getting me to church and CCD always on time, and always reminding me how important Jesus' love is. Thank you. Once again, thank you all for supporting me throughout my CCD journey, and I cannot wait to start the next step on my journey with God.
That was a beautiful speech by Julia. Now, I would like to welcome the son of Shelly and Anita Mercury, Ron Shelly Mercury.
My heart is beating wildly right now. Good morning, Achin, teachers, parents, and my friends. I never thought that I would be up here so fast. It feels like just a month passed by since my brother graduated. But it's actually been 2 years. That's a long time. I stand here today filled with gratitude for the journey I've taken through CCD. A journey that has shaped me, not only in my understanding of faith, but also the person I am becoming in the world. CCD has been more than a place of learning. It has been a foundation for my life. Week after week, I was taught not only the stories of the Bible, but the values behind them: kindness, integrity, patience, and love. These aren't just lessons I've memorized for CCD tests. There are tools I carry with me every day in school, in friendships, and in challenges I face. I'm also glad for all the activities we had in class, from playing Monopoly to the book report on the Little Flower. I may have not read the full book, but I still love the lessons that it gave us. What's made the biggest difference in my life
has been the example set by my teachers. Their quiet strength, their unwavering belief, and the way they live out their faith with humility and compassion. It's inspiring. They didn't just teach me about God. They showed me how to walk with Him. They modeled what it means to serve others, to trust in something greater than myself, and to live with purpose. As I step further into the world, I do so with confidence, not because I have all the answers, but because I have a strong foundation and faithful role models to guide me. To my Sunday school teachers, thank you. You've given me more than words. You've given me faith in action. I'd also like to thank the choir for showing me a side of me that I never knew was even there or even possible. To each of the choir members for helping me improve my voice, singing, and also a special thanks to our leaders, Reina, Ann, Adarsh, and especially John. Finally, I'd also like to thank my family and friends who are always there for me. To my mom, who wakes me up every Sunday, even though I don't want to go. And to my dad, who tells us to get into the car when me and my brothers are already ready and he's still getting changed. Thank you to you. Thank you to you. And I can't forget my beautiful brothers, Sean and Johan, who I know will always bother me no matter where I am. It was always the Sean and Ron twin duo from the start. But then Johan came into our lives and it became a trio, and I will never forget the love that you guys have given me. And as I go into college, I know that I always have people to come back to, and this church community as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that heartfelt speech. Now is to introduce one of my friends and my senior, not only here, but also at school. The son of Jijo and Prida Pudakana, Sammy Jacob Pudakana.
Respected Ashin, teachers, parents, fellow graduates, and my dear friends. Before I begin, I like to say a phrase, and I would like you guys to complete it. So, God is good. All the time. All the time. God is good. Yo, yo, yo. So in this speech, I would like to answer the question, what has CCD taught me? It's a hard question to answer. When we entered CCD, we were kids in a trailer, learning about what God was creating in the first 7 days. A lot has happened since then. We've laughed, we've cried, we've accomplished a lot, and most of us have grown taller. I know personally for me, a lot has happened recently. Last Wednesday, I turned 18. Last Friday, I officially completed the IB program at my school. In a couple weeks, I graduate high school, and in a couple months, I go off to college. Despite these major things happening in my life, I still couldn't shake the feeling that I was still a kid. However, what has truly made me feel like an adult is graduating CCD. Telling you the story that is my faith journey, and really my life journey, is incomplete without telling you the story of my CCD journey. Learning not just about the Bible, but what faith really means in today's ever-changing world. That was all because of CCD. And of course, there are many people I have to thank because of my journey. First, my parents. They say the Holy Family is the model family. That's fitting because my mom and dad have always been my Mary and Joseph. They work for me, pray for me, sacrifice for me without expecting anything in return. Thank you so much for the amount of love you've given me and all you do for me. I would not be the man I am today without you two. I want to thank my community of aunties and uncles that have dedicated their time to helping me grow. Whether it is my CCD teachers, trustees, choir members, sacristans, you all, in one way or another, helped me grow, and you all have a very special place in my heart. To the youth, especially the class of 2025, every Sunday, no matter how tough the week has been, you guys never fail to put a smile on my face. You're a collection of the brightest, funniest, coolest, and most accomplished people I know. Who knew that the kids I joked around with every week were all destined for great things ahead? CCD gave us a bond that cannot be shattered, and I look forward for what the future has in store for us in this next chapter of our lives. I want to thank the Uchins of our parish, Paul Uchin, Vadan Uchin, Kumikil Uchin, and I think there was one more. Sebastian Uchin, you always put a smile on our faces. You made time for our youth activities, and you helped us grow in faith. I will always cherish the memories of taking in the sights of Europe with you. No one else bonded with the youth quite like you did. In fact, when I told Uchin that the class of 2025 graduates were going to really good colleges, and he might be seeing less of us in the future, he immediately called the bishop and requested a transfer to a new college. Thank you so much for helping us throughout the year. We are so sad to see you go. Finally, I want to thank God. God is love, and I can certainly feel his presence through the church and CCD. I want to thank God for the blessings I've received and for the gift of the church. God really only showed me how powerful the church is recently. A month ago, I went back to our old church and saw it for the first time since we sold it many years ago. I saw the trailer we did CCD in was completely gone. The stage I celebrated my first Holy Communion on was reduced to piles of wood, and the cross that hung so high on top of the church was lying on the floor. Despite these differences, when I looked on a photo of our church back in the day, somehow it looked exactly the same as it did now. Yet when I looked at it with my two eyes, it was unrecognizable. This was God showing me that the church building didn't change, I changed. God taught me a very important lesson that day. He taught me that the memories I cherish about CCD never came from a building on Mayall Street or a building on McNeil Street. Those memories came from God's love, which transcends buildings made of sticks and stones. We so easily mistake the church to be a material praise. It's so easy to forget that a wood can make a church, but it can also make a cross. And how Ajin so eloquently put it, a net can be a blessing or a trap. I learned in CCD that today's world drives you towards earthly things and drives us away from Jesus. But just in case I ever forget about Jesus' love, I always have all of you guys and the memories you have given me to remind me that Jesus Christ, as St. Thomas so simply and eloquently put it, is my Lord and my God. So what has CCD taught me? It's taught me a lot. But standing here today, graduating in front of all of you, it all boils down to one thing. Memories last a lifetime, but love lasts forever. Thank you.
Thank you, Sammy, for that wonderful speech. Now, last but definitely not least, we have a graduate who we know for his intelligence, perseverance, and boldness. The son of Somi and Alice Budnabara, Zain Somi Zakaria.
Wow. I don't think there's anything I could say, put it more eloquently than my classmates did, what I feel about CCD. I had a list of things I was going to talk about on my phone. I put that away because you guys are just absolutely fantastic. Let's put our hands together for all of our classmates. At the end of the line, I just wanted to be the person to thank everyone once again. I want to thank our ushers, who from St. Paul to Father Sebastian have always been there for us, pushing forward the CCD program to new heights every single time. Thank you for your dedication to the church and to us. To my CCD teachers, I want to thank all of you from back in kindergarten, doing storytelling classes, to even now. Thank you for always being there for us and pushing forward our faith and answering all of our questions. To my CCD class, there's no one else I would rather be here with, standing on this stage, and I just want to thank you guys so much for being there for me the entire time. To my family, my dad, my mom, and even my sister, I'm so glad that you guys were the ones to bring me into this world and set the foundation of my faith. Even though we might be leaving, and it seems like we are moving forward, we're not leaving you guys behind. I'm going to tell you the same thing that I told my CCD class. Don't be afraid to reach out. We're always one call away. Because if you don't call us, I'm definitely going to call you. So please, don't be afraid to reach out, and don't be a stranger. Thank you.
Now, I would like to invite Mimi to say a few words about our graduates.
Hi, good afternoon. Today I'm so blessed to stand here to congratulate our graduates. We are so proud of you. You have been an integral part of our church ever since you were little. You remember the vivid pictures we still have of you running around. You have been an integral part, participating in the Kurbana, CCD classes, participating in the different ministries, and as you grew big, you started volunteering, you started leading the ministries and the different youth programs. And as you start college, you are starting a new phase in your life. Hold on to the values you received from your family and from our church. And stay rooted in faith, keep praying, listen to God for guidance. And as Jeremiah 33:3 says, call to the Lord, He will answer you. And He has got great things for you. So always listen to the voice of the God. Thank you.
I'm happy to declare you, all of you, as graduates of 2025. So it's time. Can you turn around?
Thank you, Nimyanti, for those very inspiring words. All of our wonderful seniors got into amazing colleges without a doubt. Yet it is important to remember the foundation they were given by our very own St. Alphonsa Church, which they will carry with them for the rest of their lives. So I would like to invite our very sweet graduates for a cake cutting. Graduates, take it away. Now St. Alphonsa community, cheer for them.
Okay. I just want to invite all the CCD graduates and their families to stand up for final photos. And everyone else who's not directly related can go if you
just bless the book. Lord God, we thank you for this wonderful day you have given us. We thank you for all the gifts you have given to these CCD graduates as we share the meal together. We sharing you here, Lord, and our own communion. Bless the food that we are going to enjoy. We make this prayer in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Thank you. Amen.
family.